As December dawns, people start getting ready for the winter. Kids make plans for winter holidays, while adults are busy making plans for Christmas and New Year. While most people across the globe welcome the New Year at the stroke of midnight on January 1st, they have different ways of doing so. Today, we are curious to find out the 20 unique New Year traditions from across the globe. Number 1. Italy. Wearing red underwear. Wow, that's unique. The Italians consider red to be the color of fertility and happiness. So those who are trying to start a family surely sport red innerwear on New Year's Eve. It seems in medieval times, men protected their fertility with a red drape to ward off any spells cast by witches at the stroke of midnight. Number 2. Spain. Eating 12 grapes. In Spain, it is a tradition to usher in the new year by eating 12 grapes at midnight, one each time the clock chimes, to attract good luck and prosperity. It is also believed that this helps keep witches and evil at bay. People would traditionally gather to eat the grapes at home with their family after dinner or in the main squares around the country. Interesting, isn't it? Number 3. Japan. Enjoying New Year's SOBA. In the land of the rising sun, the Japanese enjoy toshikoshi soba or year-crossing noodles on New Year's Eve or on the first day of New Year. The long noodles made from buckwheat symbolizes longevity, strength and resilience, as the buckwheat plant can survive really harsh weather conditions. And since these noodles can be easily bitten, it also symbolizes a clean break from any hardships from the previous year. This custom is said to go all the way back to the Kamakura period between 1185 and 1333, when a Buddhist temple fed the poor with soba on New Year's. However, it was not until the Edo period between 1603 and 1867 that this became a tradition in Japan. Number 4. Denmark. Throwing plates and jumping off chairs. If your wife flings vessels at you, it doesn't mean she doesn't love you. She is just Danish at heart. The Danes believe throwing plates at the front doors of their neighbors and friends' homes on New Year's Eve will bring them good luck. It is even viewed as a way of leaving ill feelings behind. Clearly. The Danes actually save their old or cracked dishes for this ritual. Some also consider it good luck to leap off a chair or sofa when the clock strikes 12, as it symbolizes leaping into the new year. Number 5. Scotland. First footing after midnight. The Scottish believe that to enjoy good luck in the new year, the first foot to enter a house after midnight should belong to a dark-haired male. This tradition goes back to the days of the Vikings, when the sight of a light-haired man wielding a giant axe was not what any Scotsman would want to see. Traditionally, the first footer should not be someone already inside the house, and that person should come bearing gifts such as coin, bread, salt, coal, and whiskey, as they represent prosperity, food, flavor, warmth, and good cheer. Number 6. Ireland. Using mistletoe to find love. In Ireland, it is believed that placing mistletoe or even holly or ivy under the pillow can help single people see their future partners in their dreams. Additionally, placing mistletoe outside the front door is said to help one land the right partner in the coming year. Here's something that single people might want to try out. Number 7. The Netherlands. Eating oliebollen. The Dutch welcome New Year with oliebollen, a deep-fried donut-like snack on New Year's Eve. It is believed that ancient Germanic tribes would eat these pieces of deep-fried dough during the Yule, so that when Germanic goddess Perchta, better known as Perchta the belly slitter, tried to cut their stomachs open and fill them with trash, the fat from the dough would cause her sword to slide right off. Number 8. Russia. Planting underwater trees. For the past 25 years or so, two divers, aptly known as Father Frost and Ice Maiden, venture into a frozen lake Baikal. the world's largest freshwater lake. They take a New Year tree, typically a decorated spruce, and go more than 100 feet below the surface. Though the temperature is normally well below freezing in Russia on New Year's Eve, people travel from all over the world to partake in this frozen tradition. Throwing white flowers into the ocean. If you go to Brazil on New Year's Eve, you will be shocked to see the oceans littered with white flowers and candles. But this is a New Year's Eve tradition where citizens flock to the seas in order to make offerings to Iemoja, a major water deity who is said to control the seas. And they do this to elicit her blessings for the year to come. Number 10. Greece. Hanging onions. The Greeks believe that onions are a symbol of rebirth, and so they hang this pungent vegetable on their doors in order to promote growth throughout the new year, just like an onion that is always looking to plant its roots and keep growing. Number 11. Chile. Celebrating in cemeteries. In Chile, people observe a rather spooky tradition. New Year's Eve masses are held not at the church but in cemeteries. This allows for people to sit with their deceased family members and include them in the New Year's Eve festivities. I'm really not sure how I feel about that. Number 12. Ecuador. Burning scarecrows. In Ecuador, bonfires mark the New Year's Eve celebrations. At the center of each of these bonfires are effigies, most often representing politicians, pop culture icons, or popular figures from the year before. These burnings are held at the end of every year as a way to cleanse the world from all the bad from the past 12 months and make room for the good to come. Number 13. Greece. Throwing pomegranates. In ancient Greek mythology, the pomegranate was a symbol of fertility, life, and abundance, which is why in modern Greece it is associated with good fortune. So just after midnight on New Year's Eve, Greeks smash a pomegranate against the door of their house, and it is said that the number of pomegranate seeds that end up scattered is directly correlated with the amount of good luck that is to come. Number 14. Germany. Pouring lead. The Germans follow a very unique tradition called Bleigießen, or lead pouring. Using the flames from a candle, each person melts a small piece of lead or tin and they pour it into a container of really cold water. The shape that the lead or the tin forms is said to reveal a person's fate in the upcoming year. Number 15. Japan. Ringing bells. 108 times the Buddhist temples in Japan ring their bells on New Year's Eve. 107 times on 31st December and once when the clock strikes midnight on January 1st. This tradition, known as Joy no Kane, is meant to both dispel the 108 evil desires in each and every person as well as cleanse the previous year's sins. Number 16. Russia. Drinking ashes. If that is not unique, I don't know what is. But before your imagination runs wild, on New Year's Eve, Russians write down their wishes on a piece of paper. They burn it with a candle and drink the subsequent ashes in a glass of champagne. Number 17. Czech Republic. Cutting apples. The Czech prefer to predict their future fortunes on New Year's Eve with the assistance of an apple. What they do is cut the apple in half, and the shape of the apple's core decides the fate of everyone surrounding it. So if the apple's core resembles a star, then everyone will soon meet happiness and good health. But if it looks like a cross, then someone at the party can expect to fall ill. Number 18. Estonia. Eating many meals. If you're not happy enjoying 3 square meals a day, then you should head over to Estonia on New Year's Eve. People there believe that eating 7, 9 or 12 meals will bring about good things in the year to come, because those numbers are considered lucky throughout the country. And if you can't finish your food, never mind. In fact, people purposefully leave food on their plate for their deceased ancestors, who they say would come visiting in spirit. Number 19. Armenia. Baking good luck bread. People in Armenia bake a bread on New Year's Eve, and they say they add a special ingredient into their dough called luck. Obviously, there's nothing literally called luck that they add into it, but it's more metaphorical. And it is said that they add good wishes into every batch of bread baked on the last day of the year. Finally, number 20, Turkey, sprinkling salt. In Turkey, it is considered good luck to sprinkle salt on your doorstep at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Day, as it promotes both peace and prosperity throughout the year. How did you welcome the new year? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to press the like button and the share button. Do subscribe to Simbly Curious for more fun and amazing videos from across the globe on any and every topic under the sun. We wish you all a very happy and safe new year.